Hello, my pretties. It's Shadow the Lion Queen here, and today we are back with another video. And today we are going to review another Halloween movie for episode 395 of Shadows and Pretties. So the last time we reviewed was the 2007 remake of Halloween by Rob Zombie. Today I am going to sit here and review Halloween 2, the remake of it that came out in 2009, and it was made by Rob Zombie, directed and written by Rob Zombie. So basically, this was the final Halloween film to be produced by Dimension Films, and other stuff was going on. Now, there was Rob Zombie, however, declined to return to film another sequel, and the next installment of Halloween 3D was unfortunately canceled in 2012. So, yeah, there is no third Halloween remake to the Halloween movies. But I'm basically going to sit here and talk about this movie. And while the concept of this movie is really interesting, I mean, we do have, some pretty cool actors that were in this movie, which is pretty cool. And I mean, I like this movie that, Rob Zombie directed and written. So basically, I'm going to talk about the plot of this movie, like the sequel to the remake of Halloween, in case if you guys have not seen this movie in a while, and for those who want a refresher. So basically, the plot takes place during his time in Smith's Grove Sanatorium. A young Michael Myers is visited by his mother, Deborah, who gives him a white horse statuette as a gift. So fast forward 15 years later, Laurie Strode is wandering around in shock after having shot an older Michael. Sheriff Lee Brackett finds Laurie and takes her to the hospital. So meanwhile, the paramedics pick up Annie Brackett and Michael's psychiatrist Dr. Sam Loomis, who survived being attacked by Michael, and also take him to the hospital. Michael's body is taken in another ambulance when the driver has a traffic accident. Michael awakens and escapes, killing the paramedic and injured in the accident. So, 1 year later, Laurie is now living with the Brackets. Michael has been missing and is presumed dead. While Laurie deals with her trauma, Dr. Loomis has chosen to turn the event into an opportunity to write another book. So elsewhere, Michael, who is still alive, is still living as a drifter, has been having visions of his mother's ghost and another younger version of himself, who instruct him to reunite with Laurie. So Michael arrives at a farm and kills the owners before he sets off to Haddonfield. So as Michael travels through Haddonfield, Laurie begins having hallucinations that the mirror to Michael's past. Her hallucinations are also begin to include her acting out on Michael's murderers. Meanwhile, Loomis goes on tour to promote his new book, only to be criticized by the public, who blame him for Michael's actions and exploding the deaths of Michael's victims. So when Loomis's book is released, Laurie discovers that she is really Angel Myers, Michael's long-lost sister. She goes on a Halloween party with her co-workers, Maya and Harley, to escape how she is feeling. So later on, Michael appears at the party and kills Harley, and then goes to the Brackett house and fatally wounds Annie. When Laurie and Maya return to the house, they find Annie, who dies in Laurie's arms. Michael kills Maya and comes after Laurie, who manages to escape. So Sheriff Brackett arrives home to find his daughter dead. Laurie flags down a car, but Michael kills the driver and flips the car over, with Laurie still inside. So Michael then takes the unconscious Laurie to an abandoned shed, where Laurie awakens to a hallucination of Deborah, who has been seen by her and Michael, who asks her to call her mummy. So the police discover Michael's location and surrounded the shed. Loomis arrives and goes inside to try to reason with Michael. But when he tries to recirculate Laurie from her hallucinations, Michael stabs him to death before being shot through the cabin window by Brackett and impaled on a rake. So apparently released from her visions, Laurie walks over to Michael and stabs him to death with his own knife. The shed door opens and Laurie walks out wearing Michael's mask. Later, Laurie sits in isolation in the psychiatric ward, grinning as Deborah's ghost approaches with the white horse, and that's pretty much how the movie ends. So, this movie was a pretty good sequel. I personally really enjoyed this a whole lot. I thought it was a pretty good remake to the second Halloween movie. So what's really surprising is there was originally going to be a sequel to Halloween Free, like the remake of it, but in 2009, Rob Zombie declined to return to direct the sequel to Halloween 2. So on August on 2009 on August 30 that year, the next film in the series Halloween 3D was announced by Winston Company and planned to release in 2010, radioactively establishing Laurie to have killed Loomis instead of Michael, with Todd Farmer and Patrick Lusser scribing. But with the film was ultimately canceled in 2012 after Bob and Harvey Weinstein decided to greenlight the patronized Scream 4 instead. So in 2016, Blumhouse Productions acquired the rights to the series, the next installment being 2018 Halloween movie, which I will be talking about that in a separate another Shadows and Pretties video, so be sure you look on for that. As it served as a direct sequel to the original 1978 and affected the retcon of the previous sequels. So that's really surprising that there was originally going to be a third remake of Halloween by Rob Zombie, but unfortunately, Rob Zombie, decided to cancel, you know, making another movie. So that brings us to the Halloween 2018 movie directed by David Gordon Green, which I will be talking about in a separate video. So I will be talking about those in separate videos for Shadows and Pretty, so you guys can go check them out when they come out. So that's going to be something we're going to be looking forward to. So overall, I do have to really say is that this was actually a pretty good film. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. I thought it was, really good for my liking, and I personally really enjoyed this. So, anyways, with that being said, and with that being the case, I'm gonna sit here and just say right now, this is just simply my own personal opinion on this movie. If you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these movies. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. So, anyways, I'm gonna sit here and say right now that this is actually a really good film. I personally really enjoyed it. So, I guess with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, and follow me on my backup channel known as Ms. Dark Shigo. Links to all those will be in the About page section, so that you guys can go ahead and, keep up with me and stuff if you guys like. So as always, that's pretty much all I have to say, but if I'm missing something that I did not talk about, please let me know what it is, and I will be catching you guys all in the next video. Overall, I definitely can say is that it's a pretty good film. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was really neat and well done. So if you guys want to go ahead and, take a look at this movie, I mean, you can get it on Amazon and eBay. And I think you can also get this on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that you can buy it on YouTube, but I could be wrong though, however. So yeah, that's definitely something I will have to say. But in all due reality, this movie is not that bad. I really like the remake of it. I thought it was good, but the original Halloween will always be the best one. So I guess with that being the case and with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'll be catching you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.